Hello. So today we are going to talk about something else. So if you not watched my first lesson, second lesson and third lesson, please try to look for it. Just subscribe, then you'll be able to find my first, second and third lesson. So today we are going to talk about classification of computers. And on classification of computers, I wish to talk about some few different types of computers. You have supercomputers, mainframe computers, mini computers, microcomputers, general purpose, special purpose, embedded, analog, digital, hybrid computers, etc. So we are going to, at least by the end of the lesson, we are going to be able to differentiate between a supercomputer and a mainframe computer, an embedded computer and a special purpose computer. All those things we are going to look at them this lesson. So let's start by the supercomputers. So the supercomputers, as we are being told, that they are the big, and they are also the most expensive. Being expensive, this means that they are very, very fast and powerful. They are powerful, that's why they are expensive. So this means that they can be used to in applications that are very, very hard. So they are used in applications requiring complex mathematical problems. So you realize that because they are fast and also very powerful, that's why they can solve complex mathematical calculations for flight simulation, etc. Apart from that, we have mainframe computers. So these are the largest and most expensive, just after supercomputers. So you realize the supercomputers are the first types of computers. They are the biggest, most expensive and the fastest type of computers. But just after them, we have mainframe computers, which are the largest, most expensive, just after the supercomputers. They also have a high processing power. So they have a high processing power that can handle thousands of peripheral devices. So you can maybe ask yourself what is a peripheral device, or maybe that's a take-home assignment, something of the sort. But by the end of the lesson, I shall be able to tell you what a peripheral device is. Yeah. So you realize that they have high processing power that can handle thousands of connected peripheral devices. So they also store large amounts of data or instructions and information. So this means that they are fitted with appropriate hardware, what you call the hard disks and flash disk or whatever. The hard disk, which is used to store large amounts of information. So one characteristic of a computer is that it's able to store large amounts of information. It has got onboard memory that can help it store large amounts of information. So you realize that just after supercomputers, you have mainframe computers that can store large amounts of data, instructions, and information. Apart from that, we have mini computers. So mini computers, they are small, less powerful, and less expensive than mainframe computers, but most expensive and more powerful than personal computers. So the personal computers are also what we call the microcomputers. So you realize that just after supercomputers, you have mainframe, then you have mini computers, which are smaller, less powerful, and less expensive than the mainframe and super. But as you can see, smaller, less powerful, and less expensive than the mainframe and supercomputers, but more expensive and more powerful than PC. So the PC are just the microcomputers. This one are also used to perform a calculation. They are also used to perform calculations. Then you have microcomputers, which are just the PC. So they are the least powerful, smallest, and cheapest. So you can also call them PC or personal computer, and it's just the same thing with the microcomputers. Apart from that, we have general purpose computers and special purpose computers. So mostly someone can ask, what's the difference between general purpose and special purpose computers? So you just have to tell them the general purpose computers are the most common type of computer that carry out everyday tasks when loaded with appropriate programs. So you realize that you can perform a series of tasks by just loading the appropriate programs into these types of computers, and then you can be able to do whatever you want. But the special purpose computers, they are only designed to perform specific functions. So you realize that you cannot use these types of computers to do any other thing apart from the programs or the programs that are fitted in that type of computer. So you realize that, for example, they are mainly used in traffic control system. For example, a traffic control system, computers found in traffic control system, you cannot use them for example, flight simulation or something of the sort, or any other thing. You can only use them for control things to do with the traffic. And also you have weather forecasting. you cannot use any other type of computer to do things, or you cannot use a traffic control system computer to use to in weather forecasting, or you cannot use a weather forecasting computer in traffic control system. Why? Because they are designed for specific function. So a computer used for weather forecasting is just a computer used for weather forecasting, and the one used for traffic control system is the same is just the one that is used for control system in the traffic, things to do with the traffic. So you realize that they are designed to perform specific functions. You cannot use it anywhere like the general purpose computers, which you just load it with the programs you want to load with, then you just do whatever you want to do. But the special purpose computers, you just have to use them in the appropriate places. Apart from that, we have embedded computers. They are specifically designed to perform specific tasks. They include electronic calculators, ATM cards, car alarm systems, washing machines, and etc. So realize that these types of computers, they perform specific tasks. For example, an ATM machine or an ATM card, a car alarm system, washing machines, etc. But from that, we have analog computers. So they accept data directly without converting it. So what's the difference between analog and digital computers? Someone could ask, what's the difference between analog and digital computers? So the difference is analog computers accept data directly without converting it, e.g. we have the speedometer and the mercury thermometer. But digital computers accept the data input and process it with programs fitted in its memory or stored in its memory to produce the desired output. So analog computers do not convert it. For example, a mercury thermometer. A mercury thermometer provides data without converting it. It just provides the information needed without converting. But when you talk about digital computers, there are some more processes that take place. For instance, output devices just they receive the output, then convert it into machine readable data, something of the sort. And then after it has been processed, the input devices convert the data into machine readable data, then output devices convert the data into human readable data. So you realize that there are many processes that take place inside a computer, inside digital computers, because of the processing and etc. So in another lesson, we shall be able to talk about the language of a computer. We shall be able to know more about bits and bytes, zeros and ones. But for today, we just have to know that the digital types of computers are the ones that input and process information or data with programs, then they produce the desired output. So as I had said earlier, that programs are just a series of instructions. So a program is just a series of instructions. These are just the instructions from the liveware, which is the user. So apart from that, you have hybrid computers. So hybrid computers are the ones that are found in the middle of analog and digital computers. Why? Because they combine the best features of analog and also digital. So best features of analog can be maybe speed or something, or maybe digital computers can be something to do with internal memory. So you realize that digital computers can have a very large internal memory, and the analog computers can have maybe a high speed in performing a certain task. So these features are combined to make one computer, what we call hybrid computers. So hybrid computers are just computers that combine best features of analog and digital computers. So someone could ask you, for example, in a question, what's the difference between analog and digital computers? So you simply say analog computers accept data directly without converting it, while digital computers accept data as input and process it with programs fitted into its memory. Okay, or someone could ask, what is a hybrid computer? So this is a type of computer that combines the best features of analog, and also the best features of digital computers. So you realize that we can take one feature on the analog and take one feature on the digital, and then we combine and we make this type of computer. Or someone could ask, what's the difference between general purpose and special purpose computers? So general purpose computers are the most common types of computers, and they are designed to perform a variety of tasks. They are designed to perform tasks that, provided that you fit in the appropriate program. But when you look at special purpose computers, they are designed to perform specific functions. So that's the difference between those types of computers. Then you can also come and look at supercomputers being the first the fastest and also the powerful. Then you have mainframe, the largest and most just after supercomputers. Then we have mini computers, smaller, less powerful and less expensive than the mainframe and the supercomputer. Then you have the microcomputers, which are also called the personal computers, what you just said, we abbreviate as PC. So up to then, I wish to conclude. Thank you.